Capricorn, and welcome to your reading. We are doing a pick a card for the month of November, so whatever energies are coming through for you for the month of November. There will be 3 piles. Choose what resonates. You can choose 1, 2 or 3 piles, but just make sure that you are looking at all your signs in your chart, the sun, the moon and the rising sign, as this will give you an overall picture of what energies is coming forward for you for this month. So Capricorn, pile number 1, what card do we have for pile number 1? Pile number 1. This one, okay. So you've got open your heart, Archangel Samuel. This one, pile number 2, shine your light with Archangel Uriel. And pile number 3, I feel this one, balance. So I'll leave the video recording for a few seconds. Like I said, choose which one resonates, and I'll see you. There will be timestamps in the description below. I'll see you in your reading. Thank you. Hi, pile number 1. So you chose the card of Open Your Heart, Archangel Samuel. It says, thank you, Samuel, for removing the barriers around my heart. So some of you are definitely holding on to something, whether it be past hurt, past trauma, and because it's to do with the relationship, it could be, well, okay, so I was meant to say, because it's to do with your heart, it could potentially be about a relationship, but I would say now it's about a relationship, whether that be with yourself, a partner or family. There's something that is you are dealing with internally that you need to let go of. Let's see what messages are coming out for you, Capricorn, pile number 1. Okay, start again. There's too many that turned for that. What do we have? Messages for pile number 1, please. Okay, we've got happy family. So yeah, possibly it could be something to do, like I said, with family. Door to spirit. This, okay, sorry, contract. Yeah, I was just about to say, this may not be something to do with your family in the 3D world. This could be to do with your spiritual family. That's what I felt like saying. And then this card to me reminds me, because like the lady is blindfolded in this card, this lady reminds me of or this card, should I say, reminds me of a soul contract that you come down to this earth to fulfill. And I feel that like it's your time to open up to all the possibilities around you. We've got the thinking woman and we've got the angel of strength. Yeah, and I think that's it. We overthink things too much, but we've got the power within ourselves. We've got the strength within ourselves to actually overcome this. And the way you do that is breaking down whatever barriers from past trauma that you've actually had or have in your heart at this time. What else do we have then for pile number 1, please? The world. Any others? Yeah. And action. Okay. Yeah. So basically now is the time. It's your time to actually do it's your time now to fulfill that contract. That's what I'm trying to say. And I don't mean that your contract is up. What I'm saying is there's different stages within our lives that we have to go through. And now is the time for anyone who is aware spiritually about the possibilities, the potential of accessing, I want to say, your spiritual gifts. Now is the time, because I mean, even with this thinking woman, she's holding a book and there's a butterfly here. You've done the work. You have basically, you've done all the research, you've looked into everything to actually help you and guide you on your path, to this spiritual path. And I feel now is the time for great transformation for you. You need to let go of whatever is holding you back. Now is the time that your world is going to change tremendously. And I'm literally getting, I've got like whoever is I'm feeling or picking up in this reading, I'm getting a pain down my right hand side, because I think to me that's like you're holding on to like anger, you're holding on to stress, you're holding on to things that basically are not helping you. And that's why I feel like I'm getting this pain down my right hand side, is that like it's hurt and anger that you're holding on to, and I feel like that's what has to let go, whether that's be to do with family or whether it's to be, no, I think it's more, I feel like it's to do with family or people who you believed were family, and I think that's what you need to let go of. Let's see what else that we have coming through for your Capricorn. What else do we have? Okay, so we've got delight, and it says, count your blessings and enjoy life. Take pleasure in simple things. Always expect the best. We've got innocence, and it says, take time to play, nurture your inner child, live with a childlike sense of wonder. Well, I was looking at this because like this dandelion blowing in the wind, I mean a dandelion is two different flowers, as you would say, or weeds people call them, but like at the end of the day they're something that can help you. That there's two parts of them, winter, summer, yellow, bright and happy, the winter into this like toy. And I want to say toy because I see this little unicorn here flying, and it just reminds me of a little toy. And then this innocent childlike came out, because like I know when I was a child, I used to love picking them dandelions up and blowing them and seeing like all the little bits come off them. And I feel that that's what you need to go back to, and this is what will open your heart up for you, is being in that childlike nature, I wanted to say. Maybe some of you have to go out into nature to go and relive what's actually happened, and know that you can fly to different, it's your world to create for you now. You can fly to and open yourself up to all these possibilities once you open your heart up. What else do we have for pile number one then, please? For Capricorn, pile number one. Okay, we've got beloved, and it says prepare for your life partner. Romance is returning to your relationship. Believe you are lovable. And I think that's from past hurt, is that if you're in a relationship, it may not be the best relationship, but even if it is good, it's going to transform to a different stage in that relationship. But if you're single, I do believe that there'll be somebody coming in to guide you and to help you, but they'll help you break down more of that wall. However, you do need to start working on breaking that wall down for yourself. Anything else for pile number one, please? Okay. So we've got adventure. It says, dare to do things differently. Manifest your travel dreams and move to a new location. And maybe some of you do want to get away from past hurts, family members, people who you see in your day-to-day life who you don't, who has hurt you in the past, you know. Hope. It says stay positive. The world is, the worst is behind you. Look up to the light. Yeah, there's people, I mean, daughter spirit, you've got guides around you supporting you and helping you on your path here. It's just that you need to basically be more aware of what's happening around you. So you've got balance. It says take time to relax, indulge a little more or less, set boundaries with your work. So yeah, maybe some of you are are working too much because you don't want to. It basically takes your mind off how you're feeling. I think that's what's coming from there. But now is the time to actually, I mean, you've got the scales here. It's your time to fulfill, like I said, that contract and come into a place of balance. You've got cycles as well, which says everything has the right time. Honour the cycles of your body. Tune into the moon's magic. So yes, so the eclipse season we are in at the beginning of November, up until the 8th or 9th of November. There will still be energies after that around it. However, I think the full moon is actually on the 8th or 9th of November. I'm not sure. Different timelines I wanted to say, but possibly it is different timelines. But time zones I meant to say. But anyway, but yeah, just honour how you're feeling around the moon. I know myself, I don't sleep when there's a new moon. It takes me a while to get back into the rhythm of sleeping, but it's then understanding why you're going through that, and what you can do to go with the flow with it. Are the different routines that you can set to actually help you through this phase, or this, because I believe there's like a transition into a big transformation, like I said, opening up for you. It's there waiting for you. You just need to get into the right place, you know. Okay, so what other messages do we have for pile number 1, please? Or the messages for pile number 1, please. So we've got the Knight of Wands. This one, the Devil. That's the Capricorn card. Okay, we've got the Ace of Wands, the Moon, and the 5 of Cups. The Judgment card. Another one there, please. Okay, so we've got the 6 of Swords. So yeah, so I feel like saying that basically, Capricorn, you're your own worst enemy. That's what I feel like saying with that. Is that there are many possibilities. This Knight of Wands that's coming in for you. It's just that there's a like I said, look, this Ace of Wands is a brand new beginning for you. You've got to trust what's coming in. You've got to work with this eclipse season, I feel like saying, and these moon cycles, because what's coming in for you is going to be a smooth sailing, I want to say, because you're going from rocky water to smooth water. It's going to be a better transition for you. You need to release any judgments on yourself, I feel like saying with that card. Look to the future, because the future's got these 2 of Cups there, which is all about love and happiness. Just know that the illusion is dropping away now, but you need to work around your heart. So I was just going to ask, what next steps do we need to take? We've got the Emperor. Oh, these want to come out as well. The King of Swords, the 6 of Pentacles, Yeah, you definitely have to get into a stage of balance. And I think by doing that is, the Emperor is like the leader of the pack, isn't it? It's like it's being that person who can, it's about being that person who is strong, who is willing to fight for what they believe in. The swords are all around like truth, clarity, fog being dropped, the illusion, like I said, being taken away. But your life will come into balance. But like I said, you need to remove, I feel like saying, the childhood trauma with that Page of Cups. So whatever has happened in your past, whether it be relationship wise, with family, like I said at the beginning, or people who you classed as family, you need to release that trauma now, because now is the time for you to move into this brand new world that you're creating. And look what's coming forward, the Wheel of Fortune, and underneath, look, we've got the Star. You need, and rest, look, you need to do this healing. You need to take time out. Don't overwork yourself. What will come in for you will come in for you. It's just that you need to be in the right place for when it comes in for you. And now is the time, like I said, to step into that phase. You've got wish fulfillment here. You want the fortune that's coming in, because you've been like, I feel like you've been what's the word I'm looking for? There's a lot of things that you feel that you should have had in your life and you didn't get them, whatever word that means. So like, it's, you just haven't received the things that you believe that you have these blessings coming to you, and you haven't been able to receive them. But I think that's because you need a little bit more healing to be done. Yeah, as my hand starts, literally energy in my hand starts moving, which means to me that somebody watching this reading definitely needs healing, and I feel it's around your heart and the trauma that's happened in your past. So what has the universe for us, pile number one? What does the universe want to tell us, please? Okay, so we've got, I surrender to a power greater than me. And look at that transformation, the butterfly. Oh, we're upside down. There is a stream of love supporting my dreams. What does it say? That's about going with the flow as well. Maybe some of you, because there's two blue cards here, maybe some of you need to actually voice what you need to say. That communication out to, whether it be to the people around you or to the people who have hurt you in the past. Any other messages for pile number one, please? Okay. And we've got, I recognise that I have chosen fear and I choose again. I choose love. And I think that's it. I mean, if you look at this moon, it's there again. You're going between the dark and the light all the time. You as in, what I mean is that you're going into your mind too often. The thoughts are popping into your mind. Your ego is like, and this can be like the devil type person as well. It's like the ego is getting in your way, and the light wants to shine through during this eclipse season and November, because this is a time for all, not just this sign, for everybody, about great transformation and new things coming to light. And now this is telling you you are your own worst enemy, Capricorn, because you're in your mind too much. We work too much to distract ourselves, but once we sort of like go to a place where the work's not there, it's like the mind plays on tricks on you again. So it's working through recognizing when them thoughts come into your mind and turning them into a positive. Say 2 or 3 different positive things to yourself to compensate for that one thought that's coming in. Whoa, pile number 3, that was your reading. I just looked underneath actually, and I just have to tell you this. Look at this. It says my outer experiences are a reflection of my internal condition. I have to show you that because basically that is very true. What we put out into the world comes back to us. So when we have those negative thoughts into our mind, it comes straight back to us, and we need to be in a place of love and happiness and joy, because that can then come into our lives then. Okay, just have to say that at the end. So that was your reading, pile number 1. I hope you enjoyed it. If it didn't resonate, like I said, please check the other 2 piles, or I would also advise to check all placements in your chart, as in sun, moon and your ascendant or rising sign, as it will give you the overall picture. I'd also be grateful if you like, shared and subscribed to the channel, as it does help my channel to grow, so I can get my voice out into the world as well. Thanks very much for that, pile number 1, and I'll talk to you in your next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 2, and welcome to your reading. You chose the card of Shine Your Light, Archangel Uriel, and it says, thank you, Uriel, for helping me to share my light with the world. Okay, so I do feel with this, there's a burning passion, or there's something within you that's burning to come out into the world, and that's why it's saying to shine your light to the world, because I feel like you've got a lot to offer to the world. I think you can bring a lot of peace, realization, I want to say. Yeah, let's see what other messages that we have then. I do have to laugh. This card, it's Kyle Gray's angel cards, angel whispers I think they're called, and it's that guy reminds me of somebody I know. It's so funny. Every time I see the card, it reminds me of him. But anyway, blossoming abundance. Maybe some of you know, there's somebody who you know who can help you. Maybe that's why I told you that. We've got 3rd chakra, Archangel Samuel, man holding a coin. Angel of love. What else do we have? This one here. Oops. Indecision. And yin yang. Okay. This I feel is something that is, like I said, there's something inside you that you can help and share with the world. Even with this 3rd chakra, which is all around, it's your solar plexus, which is all around transformation, your energy, willpower, and things like that. It's like, I feel that you want to share, like I said, things with the world. However, you're going back and forth, not knowing whether you should do it or not. And I feel that there'll be somebody who you know, like a man holding a coin. You may buy something off this guy and you recognise him from someone in your past or something like that. That's what I feel like I need to say there now, is that this person will actually, they're going to advise you, or they're going to help you, support you in some way or other to actually get your message out to the world. There could potentially be a romance come out of this, even though I don't think that's what you're looking for at the moment. If it's not a romance that's coming out of this, I feel like this is something that like I said, this passion burning up inside you. It's something that you love to do, you're going to love to do. It's something that you've been thinking about. It's something that you, like I said, you're going back and forth about because you're not sure how the world will take it. I see this yin and yang, sort of like a world there as well. But that is also, the yin and yang is about balance, balancing of our divine feminine, divine masculine energies. And it's a 22 card, which is a divine number as well. So basically what I'm seeing from this is like that you are being divinely guided on this path. So this indecision, I believe, is only in your mind at the moment, because your path, it's laid out for you, and basically it's saying that whatever, either way, whichever way you choose to go, one will just be a bit harder than the other. That's the way I see that. So you'll still get to your destination, it's just whichever way you choose to do. And I feel that there is somebody coming in, like I said, who will either help you financially or help guide you to speak your voice in this world, or to speak your truth, should I say. Oh, right, okay. So we've got Goddess has come up first, and this says, honour your divine feminine energy, see your inner beauty, love every part of you. And we've got Nature, ground yourself, find a sanctuary in nature, connect with the elementals. Okay, we've got Polarity, and it says, oh sorry, one second, it says integrate your shadow side. There can be no light without dark. Understand the law of polarity. That's come up in a couple of readings, and I was saying there's a book called, I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's something like Kybalion or something. And basically it's got the law of polarity in that book. So I feel like some of you actually need to read that as well. But as you can see here, straight away, it's all about balancing your divine feminine, divine masculine energies. And know that we've all got a shadow side. It's just that it's how do we manage that shadow side of ourselves? How do we understand it so that we can work through to, and this is might be what you need to share with the world, is like, how have you worked through if you have done it, your shadow side. So our shadow to me is your ego, and we've been taught in the past from different things. I mean, you only need to look at that Disney film Peter Pan. Peter Pan loses his shadow, and he's doing everything he can to get it back and to tie it back onto him, because our shadow is the things that keep us in fear. Our shadows are things that make us angry. Our shadow is the things that trigger us when other people say something to us that we don't like about ourselves. And this is saying is that I feel that you have worked through your shadow side, and that's why you've got so much light around you, is that now is the time to share with others how can you guide them, how can you support these people working through their shadow. And I'm not saying it's a case of you have to force it on people, because this horse is on top, the dark is on top of the light horse. Don't force things, things will come naturally. If people are meant to come to you for guidance, then they will. There's just, I know when I put these things out into the universe, I get messages so that whoever's reading or looking at this, no matter when it is, even though it's November energies, my intention is that like whoever finds this reading at the time and want to look at it, it's because they've got messages they need to hear in it at that specific time. So either way, you will get the people into your life, or they'll hear that message you have to say at the right time for them. What other messages do we have then for pile number 2, please? Okay, we've got Compassion, and it says, be gentle with yourself. Forgiveness will set you free. See the light in yourself and others. And I think that's it. It's like it's you want to guide other people, you want to support and help other people. If you have worked on your own light shadow, the light is coming through, and I see that with this card is that you have worked on that. It's just how do you go about now sharing that with others. Magic, that's how. So we've got make a wish, believe in miracles, and magic surrounds you. Exactly, it's you. And I was going to say this before, when we were saying about the elementals, there's a fairy here helping this unicorn, and I see fairies in this as well. So maybe some of you need to connect with nature more, because the elementals will help you, they'll guide you, they'll give you messages, they'll be able to support you on your path as well, because they know that you are there to shine the light. They will not come forward if you are in any way egotistical or anything like that. You will be shown to them when the time is right, or they will be shown to you when the time is right. Another card, we've got action. Yeah, so it says now is the perfect time to act. Take inspired action towards your dreams. Move forward with confidence. And that's it. It's just about having the confidence to share your voice with the world. I mean, you only need to look back at the videos that I've got on this channel, and you'll see that, like, it was a while ago I set the channel up, and I was hit and miss with putting a couple of videos up because I was in the same situation. And it's funny that this is coming out because I'm a Capricorn sun. So basically it's like I just see the same things happening in me, is that I'm in my head a lot of the time, which is like my ego is like, who wants to listen to you? I mean, why would they listen to you? Because like there's too many people out there saying the same things. And but you know what, like I said, I've had to work a lot on my shadow, just like we all do. I've realised when people trigger me, and I've gone to work on why they've triggered me. It's something I've done over the last few years, and I'm not saying I'm 100% perfect. There's no way. I don't believe anyone is 100% perfect until you've literally gone to that very top enlightenment stage. I'd say there are people very close, but I do still believe that there's work that has to be done here within ourselves. So in the end, it's taken me a while, and you'll see that it's taken me a while to actually get my voice out there. I've even had people saying to me, you just need the confidence, you can do this. You have been able to help people. I've had another card reader saying to me, asking me, do I do healings? And I've told him yes, and he said, whatever healings you've done, you've literally helped them people, because you don't get confirmation all the time. You don't get confirmation because that's an egotistical thing. People shouldn't need to clarify or tell you that they've been helped, because at the end of the day, you should be able to trust in yourself. This is a big message for me as well. I just thought I'd tell you that as well, because I can feel that in this reading is, yeah, because I still lack confidence in certain things. If you asked me to do a reading, it wouldn't bother me at all, but putting it out into the public, I find I love doing these readings, don't get me wrong, but I do find that like there's a bit of anxiety there beforehand, and there still is, because who's going to listen to me same things over and over. Maybe I should get this book out again and just see what I need to work on. But at least I'm owning up to the fact that I do need to work on things. I do know that I've got a lot of information going around my head that I could literally share with the world. And it's how, even though I love doing these readings and I love doing one-to-ones, I love helping people, help to heal people and things like that. It's just now is like, how am I going to do it like on instead of a one-to-one basis, that it's getting more attraction, more people being attracted to it. So how do I put it out so it's like bigger than just a one-to-one thing? Do you understand what I mean? I hope you do. So we've got the world, end of a cycle, start of a new cycle, and it's going to be a good outcome for everyone. Because like I said with this card, if you see with this card, this is a card of victory. The sixes are all about balance as well. And you see with these people here following this person on the horse, this is what I feel is coming in for you, is because there's people going to be listening to you, and whether you think that they won't or whatever it may be, is don't worry about it. What messages are meant to come out will come out, and basically what will happen is the right people will hear it because they need help and guidance for themselves as well. So you've got the Ace of Pentacles. So yeah, and when you do this, there's opportunities being handed to you left, right and centre when you've worked through that. Look, Ten of Cups, wish fulfillment, happy family, abundance, everything that you've wanted. But you've got to stop the inner conflict. You've got to work on that shadow side, because the shadow side is the stuff that's holding you back. Look, your Devil, which is Capricorn, your own worst enemy. I said that in pile number 1 as well, because it's come out in that pile. We as Capricorns are our own worst enemy. 1 second, sorry. Sorry now, so this is the card that fell. It was the Three of Pentacles. So yeah, now is the time to work on ourselves. It's time to work on who we are, who we want to show ourselves as in the world. And I believe it's like I said, there's like a burning passion within us. It's something that we believe in. It's something that is true to us. So it's not as if you're going and being someone, a fake person, like an actor or something like that. And no disrespect to actors or anything like that, just putting that out there. But they're basically playing somebody who isn't them. That's what I'm trying to say. So like, this is not what this is about. This is showing who you truly are, because you believe that you can actually help others in this world. And look, there's people who will be coming in to listen and to see what you've got to offer. So don't feel that there won't be. So what next steps does pile number 2 need to take then, please? What next steps does pile number 2 need to take? Just move forward slowly. Move forward slowly. Don't rush anything. Do the things that you love to do. Stand in your power. I see the sunflower there. I see things being offered to you. Because people enjoy what you're putting out into the world. Some of you, I see this black cat in front of the Queen of Wands. Some of you could... Okay, so black cats you can associate with like witches and things. Now, I'm recording this around eclipses and around Halloween and things like this, but what I'm seeing is that you are magical, I'm going to say, because you can summon. Summon sounds like a horrible word, but basically you can summon whatever you want into your life. You can manifest anything you want into your life, because you've got the spells, you've got the rituals, you know how to, yeah, you know how to use the magic that you've got within you. Oh, sorry. We've got the Nine of Pentacles just flew out. So yeah, so you've worked hard for this. I feel like you've been alone quite a lot, but the fruits of your labour is literally coming to you. You just need to trust and believe. You've got the King of Wands. But look, I said that there could be a counterpart coming in to help you. It could be a soulmate, someone who resonates with you, who shares your same beliefs, somebody who can see the potential in you, and somebody who's not afraid to show you themselves either. What else do we have? What other next steps do we need to take? Okay, take time to go within. Take time to meditate. The Hermit is obviously about, it could be about being alone and not wanting to come out of your shell. But what I'm feeling with this is just take your time. Don't rush things. I'd say think things through clearly, but do it with an open, loving heart, which I think you do anyway. Just know that once you break down, I think there's a bit of fear there. Once you break that down, just know that this star, which is wish fulfillment, is going to be released from that lantern. They're going to, I'm saying they're going to, I feel like you've got spirit guides. There's people around you, I think it's spirit guides mainly, who are guiding you on this path, because you have everything that you need. You have everything within you that you need. You've been planting these seeds for a while. And I could say, even though this is the Queen of Wands, it was a bit like the Magician card I was feeling, because you've got all the tools you need. It's just that you need to take the darkness away. Stop being your own worst enemy. Okay, let's see what the universe has for you then. Pile number 2. Pile number 2, messages from the universe, please. Okay, so we've got, instead of praying for an outcome, I pray for the highest good of all. I do whatever it takes to get closer to consciousness, and there is a stream of love supporting my dreams. Yeah, and I think that's what it is. It's like you need to go within. You need to either meditate, go out into nature, and go and listen and feel and see the signs that are coming in for you, because you are being guided. And so long as like you are putting everything out for the highest good of all, basically your wish fulfillment is coming for you. Well, pile number 2, that was your reading. I hope it resonated for you. If it didn't, please check your other 2 piles, and I also would advise to check your other placements, your sun, your moon and your rising signs, to get an overall picture of what is coming in energy wise for you in November. I'd also be grateful if you please like, share and subscribe to my channel, as it does help my channel to grow as well. And I'll talk to you in the next reading. Thank you. Hi, pile number 3, and welcome to your reading. You chose the card of balance, and it says, thank you angels for bringing balance into my life. Okay, so the first thing I seen on there was you're unique. I want to say you are different to others. I feel that you're hiding your true self behind some sort of mask, but you want to portray yourself as who you truly are. Let's see what messages that we get through with this then. So pile number 3, please. What other messages do we need for pile number 3? So we've got the 2nd chakra, Archangel Ariel. We've got hostilities, and we've got victory. So the second, we've got contract. The 2nd chakra, I was going to say, is your sacral chakra, which is all around your emotions. And it's funny, polarity, which is all around balance as well. Eclipses and dark and light. And we've also got the balance scales here in the contract. I feel that you've been, this pile, I think it's more of a battle within. It's a battle within yourself. Because like I said, I feel like you're hiding behind a mask for some reason. I feel like it's time for you to fulfill this soul contract that you've got on this planet. And I think I said in one of the other piles, that does not mean that your soul is ended. Our souls never die anyway, but that doesn't mean on this 3D plan that we or anything will happen to us. To me, that means that like our soul contract, we have many lessons that we have to learn on this 3D planet, and we've chosen what they are. And I think that now is the time that it's time to start fulfilling another one of them lessons. It's not, I feel like your cycle's ended for one or the majority of your lessons, and now it's time for a new soul lesson. And these are things, even though I believe we've made our choices coming down onto the planet now, I think there's new things coming in for people now at this time because the planet's changing so much. I feel that these are things that even subconsciously you've never seen coming. We've got the garden and the gate, and we've got caring connections. And I have to take the one underneath, look, adjacent possibilities. And I think this is the thing now, is that we have got many possibilities in our life of what we can do. I do feel some of you need to, I think the battle within ourselves is because of things that have happened to us with regards to relationships. And that can be any form of relationship. There's something that's actually hurt you in the past. But now it's time to leave that behind and move on to pastures new, I want to say, because this garden and the gate, it's time you open that gate, open them doors of possibilities to you. It's time for you to come out of the shadows, I want to say. Come away from the battles within yourself, because look what's coming up. You've got this victory card. Hostilities and victory also came out together, and that just basically means that that's a balance as well. We need to balance off what good things have happened to us against the bad things that have happened to us. And I feel that there's new doors now opening up for you. Let's see what else that we have for pile number 3, please. What's shone out to me on this one, I mean, it's a very bright card compared to the others, but this lady, to me, she looks like she's got like a purpley coloured hair. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but she's got like purple coloured hair, and this door is purple, this one here. And I feel that purple to me is all about your spiritual gifts. It's all about your intuition. It's all about awareness in the world. And I feel that this is what you're either coming into now as a place of balance, or it's like you are now moving forward because you've got to that stage of understanding awareness. You understand spirituality and things like that, that this door is opening to you for more. It could be more gifts coming in for you. Your gifts basically evolving into something else. And this is why it's bringing balance into your life now, because I mean, we've all been living in a world of hostilities, and now this is saying everything is coming back around now to us. All the badness or evil is going now, and all the greatness is coming into our lives. Okay, so let's see what else is coming out for us on pile number 3, please. Okay, so we've got cycles, and it says everything has its right time. Honor the cycles of your body and tune into the moon's magic. And it's another purple card as well. Oh, and so is this one. Partnership. Teamwork will give you a better result. Find trustworthy people to partner with. Build up a talented support team. So yeah, I really believe this is more spiritual. You can look for people around you in your life who will support you and guide you. Like I said, I think you've been hurt before, but once you go past that gate of the hurt, the victory, the caring connections will come into play for you. However, I do also see this as being your spiritual team around you, and it's honouring them. There's a big transformation happening around these moon phases at the moment, especially the eclipse season for November. And it's like it's time. The veil is so thin at the minute that your gifts are getting stronger and stronger, and it's about working through the balance with it. Look, another card of balance. Yeah, it's about working through what needs to be balanced in your life, good versus bad. I won't say the E word, like, because it's not very nice, but that's what we need to balance ourselves. So like, what is our ego doing? I was talking about evil, not good and bad and good and evil. So our ego we need to look at is like, is that what's holding us back? But until you balance what's happening in your life, and that could be work, home life, it could be relationships against singlehood. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, it's having the perfect balance in your life. Not always easy to do, but this is telling you now is the time. We've got so many cards of balance here that this is the universe. This is your sign to say the universe is helping you to balance things in your life. You just need to watch out for the signs and see what opportunities are coming for you once you go beyond that gate. But the balance card says, take time to relax, indulge a little more or a little less, set boundaries with your work. Like I said, it could be a work home life, and you're trying to and I know that's not easy to do, especially when you've got bills to pay and things like that, but sometimes it's beyond that. You need to be right for you. So like I said, you need to come out of your shell now for whoever you are and see the possibilities that are waiting for you. What else do we have for pile number 3 then, please? Well, look at the purple cards that you're getting. Look at this. Goddess, honour your dreams. Oh no, sorry. Honour your divine feminine energy. See your inner beauty. Love every part of you. And we've got receive. Be open to receiving be open to receiving goodness. Believe you are worthy of abundance, and a gift is coming to you soon. I don't know why I couldn't read them then. But yeah, this is what is happening. You are so powerful. There's a lot of transformation happening around you. Once you become more balanced within your life, this is when things will start appearing in your life. So like I said, that abundance, you've just got to be open to receiving it all. Any other messages for pile number 3, please? Okay, and we've got intention. And it says, be clear and decisive. Focus on what you really want and be bold with your requests to the universe. Be bold with your requests to the universe. So yeah, so basically that's a bit like the law of attraction. So whatever you are putting out into the universe, you will receive back. It's a case of like, you may need to go and write down what you want specifically, because we could turn around and say that we want something like I've done in the past. I want a new car because I wanted a better year, like a better, and no disrespect to my car now, because I love my car, and just putting that out to the universe is that, but this is just an example. It's like I was always saying that I wanted a new car. So the first car, long story, but got taken off me, and then I got this car so I did get a new car, but the car that I got is older than the one that I had, which I was like, right, okay, I wasn't specific enough about what type of car I wanted. So, and it was funny because after that, I also said, because this is an older car and it's been very reliable for me, and I'm very grateful for it, is that I also said one day, do you know what I could do with a newer car? and the car sort of like broke down, the car I'm in, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, stop saying you want a new car because something always happens to your car. It's because I'm saying it. Something will happen to the car, but I was very lucky at that time because I put to the universe straight away, it doesn't mean I want something to happen to this car, but I wasn't specific enough in the first place. So basically, your intention is being more specific about what you want in your life, being more specific about how you want to show up in this world. And it's like, even about partners coming in, don't write down what you don't want in a partner, write down what you do want in a partner. And it's your time now, like I said, that like the things that are coming into your life, you can manifest so quickly that like, but you need to just be wary of what it is that you want. It's time to take that mask off, be you, and accept all these possibilities coming in for you, and just know that if you set the right intention for them possibilities or them opportunities coming in for you, then they will come in for you, because you are a very powerful manifestor. I just need to look at all the purple here in this reading, is that like you totally can manifest what you want. You are divinely guided. That's what I feel like saying. You've got the Knight of Wands. I feel like once you open up to or to the possibility, open that garden gate up, is that like I feel like there'll be somebody coming in quite swiftly to whether it be a partnership or somebody to guide you. There'll be somebody coming in to help you anyway. Okay, so we've got the Queen of Wands and we've got the Six of Swords. Oops. We've got the Two of Swords and we've got the High Priestess. Yeah, I feel like when, and this one wants to come out, the Hierophant. I feel like when you break your barriers down, that's all I want to say. When you break them barriers down and you put out your intentions into the universe, because I think this came up in pile number 2. I seen this as like a sort of magician type card with this the cat and the flower in her hand, is that she's able to manifest wherever she wants of beauty and just whatever she wants in her life. I do feel with this Six of Swords is that you're sailing into something, or you're moving into something that's going to be more worthwhile for you. Like I said, you just need to break down that gate or the barriers that's surrounding you. The Two of Swords I'm seeing along with the High Priestess and the Hierophant is that like there's things that you're not going to see coming. It's a decision. It's going to be based on the decision that you make, which door you walk through. So this is what we do. We have little faith in ourselves, because we don't know what's coming next for us. Our soul does, but we as human beings don't know what's coming next for us. So you can say, I can read cards because I see what's in the cards, but it doesn't necessarily mean that I can tell the future or see a vision of the future. No, people possibly can, but I still believe as well that even if I see that future, we have free will. We can change what's coming up for us. We can change things around based on our own emotions and our own thoughts. So it's being very open to anything that comes forward for us. But if we've got the thoughts and the feeling of happiness, joy, compassion, helping humanity, things like that, then that's what you'll receive back in. So even though, like I'll say, I can read the energies coming up, I can see the energies for, this is the energies for November, so I can see that this is what I'm being told through the cards, but you still have free will. You can still choose to do what you want to do. But I feel like this is coming up is because there's things hidden from you that you obviously don't see. The secrets underneath, I want to say, that we've still got to learn about. There's things within us we still have to learn about. There's too much. They say that we only have like a fraction, and I mean a small fraction, of awareness of what's actually, how the world runs or the universe works, or however you want to say it. And this is where we have to now, basically trust the universe and say that once we become balanced, which I feel like you are nearly there, is that you've just got to trust what's coming for you next. You've got to trust the path going forward, because none of us are going to know that path until we get to it. You can open as many doors as you want, but you still have that choice to say, no, it's not for me, or yes, this is the one for me. Because you've got to go within, you've got to trust your instincts, you've got to trust that gut feeling. And I feel that this is what it's telling you, is that you can do whatever you want, you can create whatever world you want for yourself. But just know that whatever you put out there, you'll get back. Good or bad. And this is why we need to keep balance within our lives. Okay. So what next steps does pattern number 3 need to take then, please? I think I've already said a few of them, but let's see what's coming up for you then. Look, the Magician. You can manifest what you want. The time is now. You can do whatever you want in your life. And I'm hoping, because I'm seeing all this purple is all for the betterment of humanity. I keep saying betterment. I don't know why that word keeps coming out. I'm going to look it up on these days. Don't even know if it's a word. But anyway, you can do what you want in your life. You have the tools. You have the power to create what you want now. And that's what I'm saying, is the balance is like, I feel for November, you are going to be seeing more clearly. You're going to be given that many opportunities that, like, I feel like you're going to be like, whoa, where did all these come from? So, like, because you're ready to step beyond that gate. That's what I really feel. Anything else then for pile number 3, please? Any other messages for pile number 3? Any next steps for pile number 3? Okay, so we've got Temperance, the 5 of Swords, and the 6 of Cups. And any more? Okay, the 3 of Swords, the Star, and 7 of Cups. Yeah, I feel like once you've won this inner battle with yourself, because I feel like it's an inner battle, things that have happened in your past that's holding you back. The 6 of Cups to the 3 of Swords. You've been hurt in the past, and listen, I fully get that. I mean, we go through these things to help us learn lessons, like I said, and it's time for a new lesson to come up. And this is a lesson of your wish fulfillment. This is a lesson of many choices that you can have, because you are now going to be able to decide. Like I said, there's the 7 of Cups, adjacent possibilities. You can have that many doors opening for you now, because you you've done the work. You are becoming more balanced within yourself. You have the power and the tools within you to actually move forward to a place of enlightenment, happiness, joy, and abundance. And this is what you've been wishing for all along. So pile number 3, we'll just finish off with guidance from the universe for you. So there we go. So we've got, when I'm in alignment with love of the universe, peace cannot be disrupted. Oops, there's 2 here. So we've got true healing occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings live below the triggers. And the more energy and intention I bring to my faith, the more fearless and free I am. And I think that's the main thing here, is like, you've done the majority of healing and work on yourself. There may be a little bit more to balance out. Not much, I don't feel, because all these scales look to be basically balanced enough. It's just that I think when somebody or something triggers you, you've done enough work on your shadow side that you can recognize when you're being triggered, and you can work through whatever healing needs to be worked through from that. But just know the hurt it's past now. It's about time to forgive yourself, because you're moving into such a wonderful, happy time, a world where you can create whatever you want for yourself, so long, and I'm going to say this, so long as it's for the highest good of all. Whoa, number 3, that was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If it doesn't resonate, please check one of the other 2 piles. But I also recommend looking at your sun, moon and rising signs, so you can get an overall picture of what is actually happening for you in November. I'd also be grateful if you liked, shared and subscribed to this channel, as it actually helps my channel to grow. And I will see you in the next reading. Thank you.